Welcome to Radiant Guidance. This is Molly. I am your astrologer bringing you the temporal waves for February 2024. Let's see what the planets have in store for us this month. Well, all planets are direct, so all systems go. Uranus stationed direct towards the end of January, and you might have noticed the end of January felt a lot of shifts for you. And it's definitely a time period where people are feeling that sense of inertia, right? When Uranus wakes up, it brings about renewal and wanting to change. And in February, we, of course, have the beginning of the Chinese New Year. We are entering the year of the dragon. And it's definitely that end of January period where things were waking up and shaking up. And look at where Jupiter and Uranus have been transiting in your chart to understand what area of life is inviting movement and change. I'm going to talk more about this Jupiter and Uranus conjunction because it's a key theme for this entire month and a good part of the year, really. So, Jupiter conjunct Uranus is an aspect that combines the energies of the planet that has a lot to do with our belief systems, our expansiveness, our growth, with the planet of change and innovation, and that which is on the cutting edge of things and disruption, Uranus. And it's all filtered through the lens of Taurus, according, of course, to the tropical zodiac. And so, what does this mean on a collective level? Well, it definitely signals expansiveness and growth as it relates to the economy and our resources. It can show revolutionary energies in terms of economic systems, how people interact with money, new trends emerging in wealth management, which of course we've already kind of seen a lot of that, but we're going to see more and more of this as this aspect becomes more exact. There can also be disruptions in traditional values and norms, as Taurus is a planet very much associated, sign is very much associated with that which is established, that which is very provincial. And so we're going to see more challenges to this traditional wisdom and see more unconventional ideas emerging. And with that, we get technological advances often. We can see new technologies within agriculture and food production, and also more sustainability trends, right? In an effort to conserve, because as we can see, Jupiter is very much connected to the wealth institutions and also schools and any kind of institution in general. So there's going to be new practices and ideas in how we should kind of handle wealth on a collective level, and what truly is valuable can change. Meaning, it might be a time where people simplify and get creative and more sustainable. And we've been kind of moving towards this as a collective in the past, 5 to 10 years or so. And so ultimately, it's going to require us to be more flexible and more innovative. The other major planetary alignments we have going on include the conjunction of Mars with Pluto. And this last planet here is Mercury, which joins the mix. And in the later part of February, Venus joins the Mars Pluto conjunction. So there's a lot of Mars Pluto action in the month of February. And Mars with Pluto is it's a tense aspect. It's the planet of aggression and warfare with the planet of transformation. When Mars was squaring Pluto in the end of last year, when we really saw the peak, or the spark of the conflict with Palestine, Mars was squaring Pluto. With this conjunction, we're getting a blending of these planets, and it's definitely an alignment that can, with Mercury, the planet of communication, involved be a lot of intense communication and power struggles. And so be mindful of this, because while it can also be a time for deep insights and transformational thinking, it can bring challenges related to power and communication breakdowns if we're not channeling this in a higher way. So let's talk about the key lunations of the month. So, of course, we've got the new moon and full moon. If you guys are interested in working with new and full moons throughout the whole year and learning about how you can align your goals for the year ahead with particular months this year, 2024, I just released a lunar calendar, and you can watch my video on moon mapping the year ahead, or go to my website. I'll link it below, where I have a lunar calendar for 2024 that talks about all of the new and full moons for the month, how to work with the new and full moon connected to your natal chart, and it goes over the nakshatras of all the new and full moons of the year ahead, so you don't have to wait for each transit video to come out. You can actually get your planner for the year and mark specific dates that are better for certain goals of yours, and understand how to align the lunar calendar with your natal chart for reaching goal and life manifestations. So the new moon on the 9th is in Aquarius, and it's actually in Dhanishta Nakshatra, which is in the sidereal system, the cusp of a Capricorn and Aquarius, and it's a very potent part of the sky that has to do with where the material turns into spirit. It's a very alchemically potent part of the sky, and it's very much a manifestation portal in a lot of ways. It's a nakshatra that is auspicious for any celebrations, ceremonies, travel, music, dance, religious rituals, creative activities. And with this new moon, it's conjunct Saturn and squaring Uranus. So it's asking us to commit to what matters most to us. So be really realistic in your vision for this month ahead. And squaring Uranus can be, having unexpected circumstances that might seem to limit us in the moment, but perhaps it can invite us into a greater creative perspective and problem solving, as limitation is often what allows us to expand our creativity. So, again, this new moon is really committing to what matters most, creating the framework for that, and overcoming any surprising obstacles in order to reach that goal and that vision. On the full moon at February 24th, it will be in Purva Falguni, which is very much a performance-related nakshatra. And this is very much about debuting, the fruits of your labor. It's a great nakshatra for taking center stage, doing anything where you're debuting or performing. And it's also, because it's the full moon, a great time to release, a good time to fast and cleanse or detox. So, Purva Falguni is also known for being great for marriages and vows. We have full illumination at the full moon, so it's a moment of truth and revelatory moment. It's a very social moment too. So keep that in mind as we get to the 24th full moon. So let's go over the days of intensity for the month ahead. Well, on February 4th, we've got the moon square Saturn. This can be delays and blockages, and Jupiter squaring Pluto. The 13th, we've got Mars conjunct Pluto and the moon conjunct Chiron squaring Venus. This could be kind of highlighting, wounding around, feeling connected, feeling into our value, self-worth. On February 14th, the moon conjuncts Jupiter and squares Mars, and it also squares Pluto. It's definitely a day of intensity. On the 21st, we've got the moon opposite Mars, Venus, and Pluto. That's a kind of high intensity day for potential conflict in interpersonal dynamics. And on February 22nd, we've got the Mars squaring Uranus, which is kind of my accident alert. Just be extra mindful on the 22nd, and the moon squaring Uranus. So it's expect the unexpected on the 22nd. Overall, for I kind of mentioned the Mars-Pluto conjunction, but we also are going to have Mars squaring Uranus, Mars and Venus squaring Uranus from February 25th to early March. So again, that later part of the month is more prone to this kind of unexpected volatile energy. So keep that in mind, especially from the 25th to the beginning of March. Let's go over the days of harmony, where we have more flow and more ease within the planetary aspects. So, again, I highlight the days of intensity and harmony for the month because astrology is a harmonic art, and regardless of what zodiac you're using, the planetary alignments are consistent. So, by selecting days where there's more flow, we can find that things go smoother on these days and they're more auspicious for certain types of activities, which I'll highlight by talking about the nakshatra the moon's in. So on February 6th, the moon in Purva Ashada will trine Jupiter, the expansive benefic planet, and the moon will be conjoined the planet of beauty and value and relationships, and sextile Saturn, so giving longevity to that which we begin on this day. And it's also a great day, the February 6th, for settling any debts that we have and embarking on anything that requires our creativity. On February 7th, the moon in Uttara Ashada will be conjunct Venus and Mars. And this is great for feeling unity of our masculine and feminine principles within us. And the moon is flowing with the innovative planet of Uranus, sextiling the spiritual planet of Neptune. And we have a Venus trine Uranus exact aspect on the 7th. So this is quite a great day for a lot of different things. Venus trining Uranus can be it's a very like playful energy. We've got the planet of pleasures and beauty with Uranus, the innovative planet of breakthroughs. And so perhaps we up level our enjoyment of something. It can be a great day to connect to the unseen. It's a good day for any spiritual activity in Uttara Ashada Nakshatra. It's also auspicious for signing contracts. And again, everything's direct this month. So if you have an important contract, do it on the 7th. It's a very good day for that. If you want to embark on a new purchase, you're doing something important in your business, you want to buy something, make an important purchase, the 7th is a great day for it. We also have it as an auspicious day for promotions or elevating to a higher position. And this can be metaphorical or very literal and mundane in your day to day business life. On February 16th, we've got a Rohini moon trining Venus. Wow, this is a beautiful day for any Venusian type thing, because if you know what Rohini is all about, it's the moon's favorite wife, and it has a lot to do with Venusian things. So it's all about growing and nurturing things. So the 16th is a great day for anything agriculturally related. It's a great day for any type of business and commerce as well. On February 24th, the moon is trining Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, and Saturn is sextiling Jupiter. This is the full moon, as I had mentioned, in Purva Falguni. It's a good day for any sort of marriage ceremony. It's a great day for romance. It's a good day for performing and creative debuts and really showcasing a part of yourself. Purva Falguni is a nakshatra associated a lot with like the theatrical arts and taking center stage. And as you know, the full moon is a more sociable, jovial time. So debut whatever you have learned over the month at this time. And then on February 26th, a Hasta moon trines Pluto, Mars, and Venus. Hasta is known as a nakshatra excellent for anything working with the hands, our dexterity, anything that requires precision. So, of course, barring other difficult aspects, always check your own natal chart. This could be a good day for anything that requires precision, dexterity. If you make jewelry, if you do healing modalities with your hands, anything that requires fine motor movement, it's a great day for that. So, there you have it. This is my brief February 2024 astrology. If you all are interested in personalized consultations, I help you understand your life path through the lens of your natal chart. I do life mapping, so I help you understand what season of life you're in as the transits relate to you personally. I also have classes on my website. I have a relationship class, so it's Astrology for Thriving Relationships to help you understand your relational needs and themes that we see commonly and how they express in compatibility charts and also how to interpret compatibility charts. So, your chart with someone else's, whether it be a friend, a business partner, a lover, a family member, a child. It's a very helpful tool, astrology, for really understanding how we combine with others and what we attract to ourselves in relationships, and how we can express the higher octave of our relationships by understanding ourselves better and our own needs. So stay tuned. I have more classes coming to my website. I just updated my website. Check out my lunar planning guide for 2024. I also have planetary guides if you already know your astrology really well, but you're going through a challenging Saturn transit, or you have your Uranus opposition and you want to know how to work with those particular planetary energies. I have planetary life guides on my website for very affordable, so you can understand how to make the most of these transits. Even if they're considered difficult transits, there's always ways we can tap into the energies for our highest growth. I hope you found this helpful. And if you like the video, subscribe, comment below, share with a friend. Have a beautiful month.